Welcome to the 1005th reset of Vanessa Roman, which is my visual novel that is thinly masquerading as a D&D campaign. My name is Maggie, I am your humble game master and artist, and these are my lovely players if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Yes, hello, my name is Graham. I'm a little bit sick today, but I'm still playing Piotr Shale, a large, lovable rock guy with the smoothest hands in the whole party and quite possibly the world.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I play Flynn Mistlepot, 3-foot stubborn determination of a monk, a healer, and a halfling with something to prove. Besides my polished leather boots, I now sport a pink bow from someone who's tricked us.
Father? Uh-oh.
He has become one with Matrix.
He's really thinking about it. I'll go ahead and say, on the far right, we normally have our lovely player, Ryan, who plays the definitely a very real 6-foot goblin named Herb Gablano, who unfortunately cannot join us for this session, hence our little sleepy icon. So the show must go on, and he will be joining us next week. Father dearest, have you returned?
Yeah, the pixie dust hit Herb a little too hard. He's got it for the count.
Well, I'll go ahead and do a brief recap of last time for those who are just now joining. We last time met a new character. Adjacent. We wrapped up some stuff. We have Vince, who is traveling with the party, the mysterious figure on the left, as well as rejoined by Iggy on the right, who busts down the wall. And at the end of last session, I believe the amulet was buzzing in Flynn's hand. Is that correct?
Oh, you mean the sending stone? Yeah, I looked at that. There's no new text.
Yes. And so, what mysteries will be unveiled? We're going to find out as soon as we figure out if... Oh, I see a cat moving.
Right. Am I back?
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, certainly. I guess if I was the one sleeping. My name's Bill, and I am playing Priz O'Near. Priz is bard by trade, flamboyant, and I was the lovely creature she was referring to in her introduction. So, yeah, glad to be back.
Wonderful. All right, then we'll go ahead and jump right in. Flynn, as you lift this, I almost said sending stone. You're messing with my head. Flynn, as you lift the amulet up, the bright glow illuminates from the second gem, moving counterclockwise. And quickly illuminates the entire room with a blinding light, which looks something like this.
Ow! Oh!
Oh, so pretty. Very nice in here. Herb, you did not... I mean... yeah, no, you know what? Herb, you did not tell me you had this spell.
Herb?
Oh no, Flynn. Poor guy.
I didn't mean to. It wasn't me. I used all my godly magic to bring him back to life. And I gestured towards Vince.
Am I back?
Uh-oh.
She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. All right, are we thinking we give DM responsibilities over to chat and let them decide what we do?
Lost Priz.
Herb is not unconscious. Priz has gone to another plane of existence.
Well, hello. Hi,
The
everyone.
world is dissolving.
Everything is fine.
Yeah.
This is good.
All is well.
What's going on? I'm scared.
All right, are we back? Just double checking. Can everyone hear everyone?
I can hear you.
Sorry about that. Alrighty. Let's run that one back. Hold on. We're gonna play the music again so that when we upload this VOD, they'll never know that there wasn't a beautiful transition there. Hold. So we're bringing back the mall. Jam into the
I'm
mall
Kyle.
music.
I play Flynn Misselpot.
All right. And then, hold on, I have to go back. All right, we're back in Correcton. Shh. All right. And with a bright flash of light,
Wow!
the music
This
shifts.
is amazing!
Whoa!
For the first time!
Ow. Why does it feel like it happened again? My eyes hurt so bad.
There's a
I
bright
don't know, Herb.
There's a bright flash of light as the flash overtakes you, and it's crazy, and Herb gets like thrown against the wall, and it's insane.
Herb, if only I had not used my godly magic on this guy. Oh God, Priz!
Priz did Avenger Endgame. He turns to dust.
Did we just experience the Thanos snap? What happened?
Priz just he's gone.
Man, this might be more technical difficulties than we had episode 1.
Yes, it is not going well.
I think we're on the thousands and seventh reset at this point.
Herb's never allowed to leave again. The stream falls apart without Ryan.
I'm going to go check to make sure Herb is alive. Is he alive?
So you walk over, and Herb does appear to be breathing. He does appear to be alive, but he seems to be knocked unconscious. And could you roll an investigation check for me?
Oh yeah, okay. -1, that's... Oh, I got an 18, so that's not bad.
Okay. With an 18, you are looking over Herb, making sure that he's okay. And you notice, along, where a little bit of his ankle is exposed, there are little what appear to be like, incision marks, as if some sort of animal or creature, with claws, or perhaps like a pointy scorpion's tail, has in some way created this abrasion on Herb.
Okay, I
yeah.
very slowly look up, trying not to make any sudden moves. I look over at Miss Tuffet. Has she grown a scorpion's tail or something?
Miss Tuffet, your lamb with a question mark at the end of it, does not appear to have grown a scorpion's tail. She does, however, appear to be eating something, which, if you notice, there is 2 little crab claws briefly dangling out of her mouth before she sucks it up and finishes consuming it. Contrary to the belief that lambs are herbivores, this lamb seems to have a bloodlust.
You know how herbivores are sometimes opportunistic carnivores? No, she's an opportunistic murderer. She has gone off the deep end.
She's like one of the worst spore creations. There's just the cutest little lamb, but they went full red track all the way.
Too many evolutions.
Also,
Uter, is Herb okay?
oh yes, well, he is alive and not so well though. Because geez, something's
I
happening.
go check Priz to see if he's breathing. He keeps like disappearing, and I am terrified.
Priz does appear to be fading in and out of existence.
Oh God!
And you notice that skittering away from him appears to also be some sort of strange creature that looks almost like a mix between a crab and a scorpion. It is running sideways, which would indicate crab. But there's a little tail hanging off of it that looks a bit like a scorpion. And as it skitters across the floor, it kind of crawls into one of the crevices in the wall and disappears from sight.
Yeah, I jumped probably like 5 feet in the air trying to avoid that at all costs.
So I just have to. I'm sorry, out of character. The combination of a crab and a scorpion is just a scorpion that walks sideways. Did I get that? Was that correct?
Perhaps, I don't know.
It's a very distinct and different creature.
It's actually the scorpion tail is on the side of the creature. It's
strikes left and right.
all the legs have just been rotated to be.
Okay.
Has Priz rejoined us?
He's still a little lazy.
Oh,
I believe he has. Yep.
Guess.
Yep.
Hey, sneeze into my hand.
Priz, hopefully the venom has been deterred by your wall of fur, but if you keep jumping out, that might be different. As it skitters away, you see Vince and Iggy kind of look over, and Vince goes, Oh no. Oh jeez. Okay, that's not good.
Wait, what's not good? What's happening?
Well, that thing, it's called a You're never gonna believe what I calls it. That's a scorpion crab. They're native to this area.
Oh no.
But I mean they're incredibly venomous. I know most areas keep anti-venom on them, but I mean we're not from here. And he turns to Iggy, and Iggy goes, I mean, yeah, I'm dead and I don't really have a use for it. And Vince turns back to you all and goes, yeah, we're sort of on a time limit here. We're gonna need to get an anti-venom for your friend. Or else he might not make it through the night.
Can I roll like a nature check to see if I know what in the world a scorpio crab
Yes.
is? Okay. This is very important. I've turned into Priz. I'm using the app, and I have a bonus. But I can't seem to find where I go to it. So I'm just gonna roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
Actually, it's wisdom. Wait, oh, there we go.
I can so relate to you, mate. I really can.
I rolled a 17.
Okay. So a scorpio crab are native to the eastern continent, specifically in more deserty areas, which you are in now. They are incredibly venomous, but fortunately, they don't typically bother most people because they primarily live underground. And an antivenom was developed and is used primarily by people in the region. That being said, it's rare to find it outside of that region because it's rare to find scorpio crabs outside that region. But they are incredibly venomous and well documented. And being in the tunnels is probably what was making you susceptible to them because they are naturally found underground.
Yeah, I think I've heard of this. They're not called scorpio crabs where I come from. We call them scrabbies. and they're awful. I'm really afraid that Herb is gonna turn vegetative, like into like a Scrabby Patty. So we need to get this fast.
Oh no! Well, I have good news, and I also have some bad news. If you don't mind, I'll do good news first. It sounds like you said he is poisoned. That is no problem for me. I can actually use a little bit of my boulder magic to cure him of his poison. However, the bad news is that I used all of my boulder magic to heal Flynn and myself earlier, so I can't actually do that right now.
I used all my slapping healing magic earlier too. I'm tapped.
Vince.
Yes.
Vince goes, I mean, it wouldn't really help you that much anyway. Because they're native to regions that typically have a lot of magic in them as well. The venom is actually immune to magical healing. That's why it has to be a physical anti-venom. So even like Iggy's paladin magic, lay on hands, wouldn't really work in this situation.
Oh yes, I know Iggy's paladin magic would not work, but it's not. We can talk about this later when I'm feeling more rejuvenated with the boulder's divine grace. Sorry, Praise, though. What were you trying to say there, buddy?
Oh no! What I was going to say was I have a healing potion as a potion.
I'm okay, thank you, though.
Is that more potent than like the magic? Would that help it? I may not wake him up, but I mean, would it keep him out of danger?
Vince goes, I mean, it might buy you a little bit of time, but ultimately, unless you get an anti-venom, we're sort of on a time limit here. And unfortunately, the city of Caracton is pretty picked over ever since the tunnels formed. Everyone kind of abandoned shop, so we're probably not going to have much luck here. And Iggy goes, okay, there is potentially a solution. Unfortunately, I really didn't want to have to go back, because I'm fairly certain they're not really fond of any of us. But,
Are you talking about the zombie cows? I think I can reason with them. I am their creator, after all.
Iggy goes, I was actually referring to Weston, the town with the horses and the prison and the angry cowboys.
I thought we took the horses.
Yeah.
Oh, they were nice people. We could wear hats this time. I think they will be totally fine with that. Seemed like that was the biggest issue, is that we were not wearing hats.
Yeah, that and something about escaping jail. I don't know if that's such a good idea. What's in Weston?
Well, considering they're all native to the area, they probably would have anti-venom stocked in whatever their hospital village thing is. Med kit somewhere. So if we snuck into the village, we could potentially try and acquire some of that anti-venom, and that'd help your friend. But that's going to be the nearest village that we could get to before he starts suffering from some serious brain damage.
Oh, how long do we have?
Vince goes, I mean, you're looking at a matter of maybe like 8 or 10 hours.
Okay, so we could take a short rest.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have time.
Yeah.
I'm feeling really tuckered out, and I think that everyone would agree. And I mean, Herb looks so cozy and comfy with his little sleepy face. I thought maybe we all just take a little nap, I mean, just feeling it out. What do you guys think?
Iggy seems concerned, and Vince goes, I mean, it's your friend, so if you want to risk him, I guess it's your choice. Sure.
Do you think if we got one of these, like, Scrabbies in person, like, we could bring it and it would help them identify the antitoxin? Should we go get one of them first?
Iggy goes, I don't know, mate. I don't know if I'd risk coming in contact with him. I mean, it's pretty cool.
You're right.
Yeah.
I think of Leaf.
Jesus Christ. He's not gonna fit on the screen. Hold. Is he? Oh no, he better be. Oh, he is. He's loaded. He's loaded into every scene.
Okay, Lee, it's very important. There's a Scrabby in that hole we can't fit in. Can you go locate it and bring it back out?
Oh, and don't let it, sting you, mate, because, well, that would be bad.
Well, we're already going to get the antivenom, so it's not honestly, it's a moot point.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point, Flynn.
Yeah, I don't know, Leaf. Look, just so everyone is on the same page, Herb over there, that's how he ended up. And, he's a normal goblin size of about 6 feet. So I feel like someone your size, if you were to be stung by this squirpy crab, you would just explode immediately. It would just course through to your little heart so fast.
Leaf
Well,
goes,
I don't know if they explode. I think if I remember, his insides would melt and like liquefy, and sort of like a leaf sock.
It would not be pretty. Sorry, Leaf, we'll let you talk now, but I'm just trying to let you have all the information.
as you
I
all
don't
are
want him to
talking,
think he's going to explode.
as you all are talking, you see Leaf's face just like shift in horror. And he goes, "Oh, wait, when you say Scrabby, are you referring to the stingy crabs?"
I mean, yeah, I thought that was obvious. Yeah, Scrabby patties, the whole thing.
No. I don't fuck with stingy crabs. All right, listen, that's a death
Nor
sentence
should
where
you.
I'm from.
Yeah, nor should you. That'd be dangerous to do. I mean, there's your right size and all, but it seems like it would be precarious to do that with one.
First of all, inappropriate. Second of all, I have lost friends to those things, so not funny. Listen, I'm not going anywhere near that. You guys are cool or whatever, but no way in hell am I touching that.
A quick question: Do you have anti-venom where you come from? I mean, if you've lost friends to it, would you have anti-venom back at the Ponderosa? I mean, we should go back and get some for us.
I mean, Prez, I don't think they get far enough along to be able to administer anti-venom. Their bodies are just so fragile and small. It's just, they probably are consumed entirely. I mean, Leaf, back me up here. Is this what happens? Your friends were eaten completely whole.
It's pretty damn horrific, I'm not gonna lie. But, listen, I can see what's around at the Citadel, but as far as I'm concerned, the stingy crabs don't exist here, because it's a man-made island, so I don't know if they'd be carrying it. I can see
Lee,
what
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't even think about it, but more importantly, beyond the stinging crabs, we need hats. And I fish out 7 gold. Here, take it, and I disappear him.
Herb doesn't need it up too late. He's gone.
He's slowly turning into like guy with lots of pizza boxes every time you hand him coins. But he's never turned any down. He's been steadily collecting them to checks notes. Give to Chunky. So. Iggy goes, so I suppose we could probably do like a short rest, and then probably we want to book it to Weston if there's any hope of your friend surviving.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Yeah, so 1 hour rest, and then 9 hours travel and back, and hopefully in time before our friend explodes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no mathematician, but it sounds like we're okay. And, worst case scenario, who hasn't had a little bit of brain damage? I mean, I could probably heal that. Probably.
All right, then you all can take your short rest. This music no longer feels suited. It's like now it's turned jazzy. Here, let's see if I can. Ooh. Tension. That sounds dramatic. Well, actually, you're taking a happy break, so perhaps we'll just go back to the saloon. We'll turn to the tension music when you actually are riding off with trying to save Herb.
Quick question, Flynn and Pewter. I mean, how are you guys feeling? I mean, I have this special song I can sing it, while you're resting to help you rest better, and it kind of makes you, I don't feel a little more healthy afterwards. Is that something you guys need, or are you good?
Yeah, sure, please. Let's hear your song. You don't have to ask permission if you want to play your instrument, I'm sure we would all love to hear it, right, Flynn?
Yeah. You know what? It might even be good enough. It'll wake up Herb. You go for it.
Oh, yeah, that's a thought.
All right, so I'm going to sing the Song of Rest. You or any friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain hit points at the end of the short rest by spending one or more hit dice. Each of those creatures regain an extra 1d6 hit points. So can you explain that to me? How does that...
They're going to roll a d6 and add whatever they get to their health.
Okay, 1 hit point. Thank you, Praise.
I have healed 1 hit point using my hit dice, and then an extra 3 from you, but I was missing 1. So I just feel really, really good.
And do I hear my own performance?
I think so. I think that's...
It says, if you or any friendly creature. Yeah, so if you. So I roll what now?
D6.
You can click on the bottom left of your screen, too, and it'll pull up all the dice. And just do
you unplugged and plugged D&D Beyond back in?
I need to get him some real dice.
All right. Well, look at that, everybody. I rolled a 6.
Oh, nice.
And I'll keep a note for Herb when he regains consciousness, but he does not do so, even with your jammin' tunes.
DM,
yes.
if I may, while we are short resting and jamming out to these tasty tunes, could I think of Iggy off in the corner of the room and look at the amulet?
You certainly can. Hold on, how am I... let's see. We'll,
We kind of just glossed over that.
Yeah, you did. I was gonna bring it up. Yeah, you think of Iggy, and from kind of off in the corner where you see him kind of quietly whispering back and forth with Vince, suddenly you see a what almost appears to be like a transmutation circle or some sort of rune appear in kind of this glowy gold beneath his feet. And pretty quickly you see him vanish into the light, and almost instantly you see him suddenly pop back up. That's the wrong expression. How about that one? And he pops back up next to you.
So, surprise!
Okay, what was that? What was that? What did you just do?
Well, apparently you're a mystical sage from a begotten era that is really, really powerful and part of this bigger thing that we're trying to find. But I do need to test it a little bit more, so just a moment, and I think about him returning. And then coming back, and then returning, just a couple times, just to test. Okay, yeah. Well, that's cool. I've never seen it happen in person.
Every time you're gonna unlock a new sage, Flynn is just gonna instantly lose credibility with all of them. It's like the little Sims icon that pops up when you upset your Sim. It's like just appears above their head.
Right here.
Yeah. Flingablargadoongaloo. But anyway, yeah, Iggy is very surprised, and Vince walks over, all of 4 or 5 feet, before he's like, I'm sorry, what did you say? Hold on.
This thing. And I hold up the amulet to Vince.
He kind of holds out a hand as if asking if he can take it.
You can't eat it.
You can look at it.
We're not supposed to eat it, though, just so you know. We're all on the same page. You don't get even like a little nibble.
I wasn't intending to eat it, I promise. Listen,
Okay.
I can use Identify to try and figure out some more about it, but if it's truly as important as you say, I can probably offer some insight on it.
Okay, but I get to hold the chain.
Okay, yeah, that works. And you see, there's a little glow as he casts Identify. I don't know off the top of my head if Identify has a verbal component, but if there is one, he mumbles it. And he grabs the bottom part of the amulet. And his face is perpetually covered, so it's difficult to see what he's thinking. But after a moment, he kind of collects his thoughts and he releases the amulet back to you, Flynn. And he goes, okay, so that was definitely not made by any creatures from this plane. I'm guessing it's celestial or created by some deity, or deities, plural. It's incredibly powerful, and I mean, I need to conduct more research on the specific types of magic, but there definitely seems to be a strong hint of chronomancy involved, which is incredibly scary to think about. So, and you see him pull out a little notebook and start scrambling down notes as he is obviously now very invested in this. While Iggy continues to kind of just look baffled. And he goes,
Chronomancy? What's that?
Oh.
I've heard. Is it like a disease? Might be very serious.
Yes, I think it is a disease very quick to jump from person to person. You probably should not even be holding that thing if it's all chronomancied up, you know.
No. Have I been getting worse every time I use it?
Vince goes,
I mean,
no, chronomancy is time travel or time slowing or stopping, or it gets messy really fast.
Yeah, I don't understand any of that, but okay.
I think it is a clock. If we open it up, there is a clock on the inside, which I know how to read, so I'm sure everyone else does too.
That's Pewter's next journey after he learns to read, is learning how to tell time. Iggy goes, okay, so if I'm like some sort of, what did you say? It was...
I think sage, like the thing you cook with.
Is that why you kept saying that you were looking for sage?
I think that's why I kept poking you with the M. Oh wait, you didn't know that. Yes, exactly.
Okay, so I guess what does that mean for me? Like, can I like give it to someone else? Is it sort of, how does this work?
I think Flynn owns you now, unfortunately. It seems how it worked with our last friend, Leaf. We saved his little sister, and now he is like indentured servant to Flynn, so...
Iggy has been watching how you guys treat Leaf this entire journey, and you see like his face just fall in horror when you say that.
Yeah, it's not great, honestly.
No,
I feel a little
we're
dirty
friends.
sometimes just watching it happen and not doing anything. I'm like, maybe I should step in.
No, we're friends. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, sort of like DoorDash for dirty deeds is what we do with him.
Iggy goes, can I like, so there's no way to like opt out or anything? Like this is permanent?
I think the further away you run from Flynn, the more enjoyment he has from teleporting you back directly next to him. So,
I don't think there's a user agreement that you can opt out of in this case.
You see Icky and Vince kind of go off to the side and have their like the same level of severity as like someone getting diagnosed with a disease. They're like having a conversation about what this means for their
What
future.
are our options?
But hold on. Do I have a sad expression for Vince? I don't.
Oh no, my character has invented a new sad expression for Iggy and Vin.
I have nervous, but I think he's smiling in that one. Yeah. I do not have a good, serious expression for him, so we're gonna keep it with this one. But just trust that he's very upset by this news.
It's hard to see under the mask. Maybe.
Yeah. But, yeah. Then, in that case, you take the rest of your short rest, unless you have anything else you wanted to do in the time.
I will do one thing, actually. Spending time down here with the cult and seeing all the robes, the matching robes, and it's like a good idea if like getting a group of people together under some good principles. But I don't love the execution with the boss, so she's kind of a mean lady. But I'd like to pull out a stone tablet and start, jotting down ideas for if I was to do something, like along these lines, like how it would be really cool and everyone would have a good time.
Yeah, it's not a cult, it's Pewter's good friend group.
Yeah,
Group
it's
of
like,
friend.
yeah. It's like they each get 10 friends involved, and if those friends get 10 friends, then they get boulder points. Anyway, I'm writing this all down.
It's a Pewtermid scheme. Alright, Pewter will gain points towards building a cult if he so chooses. I don't know what skill that would help, but we'll note that down for later. And so with the half an hour to an hour long break that you choose, I wish I had like an ominous Majora's Mask timer for like Herb's condition.
Bum bum.
Yeah. Dawn of
Law
the
and Order,
first day.
absolutely.
Yeah, you all take your short rest.
Is Leaf back with those hats yet?
Well, he can't come back unless Flynn summons him.
Oh,
He's taking his sweet time, isn't he, Praise?
I was thinking the same thing, man. I was like, what's up? I mean, I'm bareheaded here.
Yeah,
Flynn is just looking back and forth between the amulet and Iggy and really thinking and considering when he should use it.
Like I said, I was going to be nicer to Leaf because of his whole situation, but like it's things like this that I'm like, come on, man. Yeah, you had one job,
Yeah, so in that case... Oh, Praise?
Oh, no, I was going to say, while we were sitting here resting, one thing I was thinking, I mean, not get too far ahead of myself, but if I recall, last time we were in Weston, as we were exiting town, Herb was in the sky playing loud music and making noise and throwing rocks at people and such. It was quite the distraction, but also, a bit of violence. What we could do, since we've got to take him anyway, and we've got to throw him over the back of a horse, because he sure as hell ain't going to ride himself, that, maybe we pretend we're taking him back for justice, and that might be a way to get into town if we get caught at some point.
Just clarifying, are you saying this in character or to me as the DM? Because you used a character voice the whole time, but you said last session, like...
Well, no, I'm talking to Flynn and Pewter, and they know that sometimes, where I come from, we talk in this weird language and say things that are somewhat nonsensical.
What is last session?
How Chris does. Every time it's like been 3 hours, he starts talking about last session, this next session.
I just always thought he was kind of writing his own book in his head.
Last session, the last town we were in, it's just lingo. It's what we say. So.
Well, I'm all for justice. I think, we might even go all the way and bring Herb in, and then we go through the actual justice process, and then once he's done his time, we will leave.
I can't have a permanent record. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't think he'd survive quite that long, according to our friend here.
Oh, yes, that's right. He is dying of venom. I forgot. I had such a good nap.
Herb is turning a little bit blue. But Iggy goes, yeah, I'd prefer not to go back to prison if possible. Might be best to try and see if we can get in and out of Weston without maybe getting spotted, or at the very least without drawing excessive attention to ourselves.
Right, no, that's great. That's great. I mean, I'm just saying, but if they catch you, that's not the time you can say, well, let's think of a plan while they're looking at us. So I was just saying, have a plan B in case, plan A fails and we get grabbed. We just hold up Herb and go, look who we brought you. You know what I mean?
Honestly, leaving the jail the first time was probably one of the easiest things I've ever done. So I'm not so worried if we really had to, go back into their jail to save his life. So I think, yeah, let's go. It's a good idea, Priz. So we head to the Yi Hospital. Is that where we're going?
The Yi Hospital? That's the name of it now.
I thought I remembered seeing the sign on the way out, the Yi Hospital.
All right, you guys exit the cult area. I'm gonna put on the tension music now because the timer is on. Your friend is slowly succumbing to the poison. And
oh wait, I left my doll back there, guys. Can we go back? I know we just left.
The time is short. We can't. Nope, it's not possible.
No,
we just don't have the time, Peter. I'm so sorry.
I lost track of it. I have to, and you see, I'm turning around to gesture, and it's just, I think I said this last time, but it's just clinging to the back of my head, and its head can spin around 360 degrees. And so it's staring at whoever's behind me.
I will say, as you exit the tunnels and make your way back to the overworld of Caracton, Flynn, you watch as the gummy doll turns to you, head on a swivel, and it mouths something to you that you can't quite understand. And as you're kind of leaving that threshold of the tunnels, you see the eyes kind of dim a little bit, and she releases her grip on Pewter and falls to the ground lifeless.
If I'm the one who sees this, I'm going to, as fast as halfling possible, run and push the doll behind a corpse or something before anyone can see.
All right, roll a.
Did you hear something?
Roll a.
I thought I heard a little thud.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
It must have been a zombie.
Okay. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. And I was not kidding about the Priz thing. I'm using the app for the first time, and it is awful. Okay, sleight of hand. Natural 24, 23.
Alrighty. With practice,
that was worth it.
With practiced doll hiding ease, you stash away the now lifeless gummy doll in a now inanimate giant cow ribcage, where no one is sure to find it.
It was worth it, and I assume my hands are covered, but I just don't mention it.
Yeah, I don't know, Peter. I didn't hear anything. It must have been a zombie off the road.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Well, I really, I think the little doll was warming up to me. I kind of saw it as a little, my first recruit for the boulder, and I'm a little sad. I am going to, just while we're leaving, I'm looking around. I'm not really investigating, but I'd like to use divine sense for the first time. I'm trying to detect good and evil, because clearly that doll was a good doll. And it says you can sense anything affected by the hollow spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend, undead within 60 feet.
Celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet. Okay.
That is not behind total cover, and I'm looking around. Detecting also if there's strong evil presence looking at you, Miss Tuffet.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you
Evil fiend.
you flag a couple of things. You unfortunately are unable to detect the doll. Because while it is unclear if she contained good or evil magic, whatever magic is in her is currently non-active, and so you are unable to detect it. You do detect a couple of things. One, Miss Tuffet gives off fiendish energy.
Big fiend energy.
Big fiend energy. There are still the many piles of formerly undead bulls from your little escapade.
So
and
this whole area reeks of undead.
It's pretty stifling. And as you glance over, you see that Iggy actually appears to be like blessing the area in some way. Clearly, kind of a little off-put by the amount of death in the area. And despite the blessings, Vince, who's also kind of standing over there, also kind of reeks of undead energy.
There, big guy. I pat your shin with little doll hair sticking out of my fingers. It's okay. It was how it was supposed to be.
Yes, well, she has gone her own way, and I will live with this. I still have Miss Tuffet after all, which, Flynn, when we are alone, or Priz, and if any of us are together or alone in a group that is not the full group, excluding one member, and I glance at Miss Tuffet again, I have something I would like to talk about. Nothing important, just like little gossip, but if Peter could sweat, he would be sweating, but he lacked that ability.
You look over at Miss Tuffet, and like her tongue does the thing where it like fully extends and like spreads around her entire face, like it's just like she's got like blood on her snout, and it's like it's just like the eyes blink one at a time.
I'm waving. I'm like, hi. Okay, so anyway, something to talk about. And then one other thing. Has anyone noticed? We have not known this Vince character for so long. He says he was cultist, and then he says he is not a cultist. But maybe he is a cultist. I don't know. Seems like maybe he has dabbled with the undead, creation of undead, some necromancy. Did we talk about this a little bit?
Wait, really? What do you mean?
Well, I'm just getting that vibe off of him, that Boulder and me are pretty good about reading vibes, and I'm getting like lots of undead vibe off of him. Just so we're all on the same page.
I mean, he did die, 10, 20 minutes ago?
Oh, yeah, but some people just breathe really shallow. Like me, it's so shallow, it's almost as if I'm not breathing, but that some people are just like that, Flynn, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, despite his near-death experience, I didn't see any necromancy. Then again, I don't really cast spells other than these, and I hold my hands up again. Yes. What do you think?
Well, I don't recall. I mean, when the Scrabby Patty thing got herb, I just fainted, and when I woke up, you're saying that he almost died. I was out.
You actually fainted like 10 times, Priz. So you might actually already have brain damage because it's super bad for your noggin.
It's not the fainting; it's hitting the ground hard when no friend catches you that does most of the damage.
You phased into my hand. I don't think I will ever be able to be the same again.
And also, if I had caught you, Priz, it might have caused more damage than just hitting the soft
true.
dirt floor. Although
you
these
just-
hands, and I hold up my now very smooth obsidian-looking hands, maybe it would be worth it.
Right. As I've said so many times before, the brains of the operation, right? I probably would have cracked me noggin if I landed in your ever so smooth but still hard hands.
Well, Chris, as you would say last session, if I remember correctly, Vince just went unconscious when he saved me, and I don't know. I thought he was dead until I healed him with my magic.
Oh, right. I do have brain damage. Yeah. Yeah, it's all coming back to me now like a dream. And there was lava and okay, I'm back. All right, it's good.
It's all
Priz,
coming
what
back
over
to me now
here?
as my favorite Michael Keys song.
Also, I just imagine Priz is talking like slightly to the left of where we're standing.
I will say, Iggy and Vince are kind of off. Like I mentioned, they were kind of standing off with the bull corpses. As Iggy did a little ritual, so they were respectfully not eavesdropping. Unlike a certain she who shall not be named.
Oh God, Anya check, please, Anya check.
Roll a perception check for me.
Oh, please.
Al, you know what? I'm perceiving too because I was looking for. I lost track of Miss Tuffet for a little bit, and so I'm trying to locate her. But if I see anything else, I only got a 14.
12. Yeah, 12 for me.
I think
no,
I should roll a perception check just to see if I still know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
you-
disadvantaged.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna say you can't roll Anya checks, Priz, because you actually never have met Anya before.
Oh.
No, I was just joking about just generally know what everybody's talking about. A perception check.
But with a, I will say that as you all are sitting there discussing, you hear a distant clip clop, clip clop. I don't have the horse sounds on my soundboard anymore, so you're just gonna have to trust me.
I thought that was the horse sound. It
yeah.
was so realistic.
Like, I don't know if that's anything. And as you see who comes into view, but your noble steeds.
Happy sunshine.
This guy.
Wait, now we have matching pink bows. Oh, I didn't even think about it. Oh, I'm so happy.
What color?
Oh, right, Prince is colorblind. I forgot about this. I'm gonna make this relevant to. Oh, okay.
No.
canon.
I can see every color,
Uh-huh.
but
I should have written this down.
Bow. Everybody calls the bow in that one hair pink, but it's sort of like a grayish bland color. It's like the beige of gray. It's just like dull.
Yeah, sure it is.
Is that what
buddy.
pink looks like?
I'm so confused by this because that implies that like you know what pink is enough to know that it's gray.
He just said. Well, no. The bottom line is that it's been that color to me my whole life.
Yeah, when people
That's
say
not what
pink,
it sounds like.
you would just assume gray.
Yeah, it sounds like you have actually
Did
been
people
like.
forget the brain damage part? I mean, everyone's missing the blow to the head.
I have to
10
update.
times.
I have to update that Priz's condition is not that he's colorblind to the color pink. It's that he has flashes of moments where he can see pink and other times when he cannot. And he's not aware of this.
It's a
That-
psychological thing.
Yeah. But I'll also say not included in the picture is Iggy's horse, whom you've never asked the name of, but who does have a name, who appears to be leading your 4 horses over to you. And Iggy looks quite pleased as he sees his horse arrive. And the horse does actually seem to respond positively to Vince as well, implying that the horse has met Vince before. And you have now returned to your mounts should you use them to head back to Weston.
Yuta, could you, you're the strong one here, could you maybe
Yes.
grab Herb here and help, like, lob him over, get on his pony so we can get going? We've kind of got to tie him down. He's going to go flying off because we got to go at a pretty good speed here.
Oh, yes, it's no problem. Pick him up, hoist him, take his little hat so it doesn't fall off. I'll put it back on his horse's head where its rightful place. And then, I'm going to try to strap him into the horse.
All right, yeah. Roll a survival check.
Oh. Well, that is a 0. So I turn to Priz and I say, okay, he's all secured. He's ready to go. My work here is done. And I walk away and I've tied a noose around his neck and a noose around the horse's neck. And that's about the extent of it.
I was picturing Pewter just laying a rope on top of him and leaving him at that, but it's somehow so much worse.
That would be a 1. This is a 0.
This is actively harmful.
Yeah, I brush my hands together, get the dust off. I go, okay, there we go. Good work, Pewter. Pat myself on the back. Miss Tuffet, you need a help? And
Actually, Miss Tuffet was the one who tied the nooses.
she showed me. She was like, I was tying a normal knot, and then the hooves like slowly float into the picture frame, like into the frame, and like gently caress over my smooth hands and help me tie nooses instead.
I can't tell if this is in Pewter's mind or this just happens, and it's terrifying either way.
Just because of how this campaign is formatted, I'm imagining like Pewter's hands being like animated, but then like the JPEG of like a hoof like gliding in as if to like puppeted in, just like gently set on top of his hands.
Really straight legs, just moving the little hooves. Can we, do I have to perceive? I mean, obviously, as he walks away, I see the horse has a noose on. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right?
The eyes on the horse are bug-eyed as it, like, glances around.
He's looking at my horse and asking for help. That's why.
Priz, you approach, and even if you do manage to notice that this is a very uncomfortable and potentially deadly setup, Pewter has tied these nooses very well, almost as if guided by someone who's done this many times before. I guess the best you can do is just hope for a safe ride, because...
what about, can I cut the rope disconnecting the two nooses so he falls off, both he and or the horse die?
I mean, if you hate fun...
Well, I don't hate fun, so I go, these are some fine knots there, Tuffet. I guess we're off.
What are you talking about? He's going to die. Please, I can't reach it.
He's not, sir. I mean, top notch. It's done perfect. He won't strangle at all. As soon as he falls off, snap. His neck will pop like a cork.
What?
Well, Flynn, maybe you don't, maybe you've never done this before, but it's a safety harness, so if he is to fall, he would be dragged along underneath the horse, so we will still get to where we were going in a reasonable amount of time, and Herb will be there as well. We will not accidentally leave him behind like I left the Gummy doll. His name was Gummy, and nobody asked, but...
I think of Iggy.
Okay. Well, Iggy's like 5 feet. Okay. Yeah, of course you think of Iggy.
Hey, okay, so... unfortunately, I think my friend Herb here is gonna die if he rides this horse. Can you help fix the noose?
Iggy goes, I mean, you could have just, like, shouted my name. I was like 10 feet away, mate.
Reflex, sorry.
How is it a reflex? This happened like 5 minutes ago.
Emula's great power goes to your head. Anyway, can you help?
You see him reach over for the noose and just put his, actually he takes off his glove and he just wrapped his hand around it, which, scorches the rope and, There's still 2 nooses, but they're no longer tied. So
don't get caught on anything.
yeah, it's
Now it's
arguably
like a leash.
safer. But
Thanks, Iggy. I appreciate it. And then I think of him returning.
well, of course you do. Yeah. You actually, when you do that, almost instantly, you see, you see Vince storm up to you guys and just be like, "Okay, listen, you can't do that. All right."
Why not?
It is a gross invasion of Iggy's privacy and his autonomy, all right? You can't just summon him whenever you feel like it.
But
I think by
I
definition
can.
you
I'm
can.
confused.
No,
But I'm able to though.
okay. Do you have the social awareness of a grade schooler? It's just rude. It's incredibly rude. You're being incredibly rude. Just because you can walk up and stab someone doesn't mean that you should.
Am I stabbing him?
That's a good point, Flynn. I did not think about it that way.
You're
Am I
stabbing
stabbing
him.
these?
You're stabbing him
Oh,
mentally.
wow. Is that why Leaf is always so mad?
I'm looking to Pewter and Priz.
Pewter shrugs.
I never thought you were shanking the little fella, but I've
Oh,
also
wow.
never been summoned either.
I have some things to think about. Hold on, can I think of
I
Iggy
think-
returning? Hey Iggy, I'm sorry.
No, wrong button.
My bad.
Iggy almost seems like embarrassed that Vince is going off on you. But he's like, it's all right, mate. Just like if you could limit how often you do. Like if it's an emergency, I don't mind. But like, if you could just be aware of like how often you're summoning me, because like, you know.
Yeah. Well, here's my sending stone. Can you put your number in there? I think I can work it out so it's a little bit better for everybody.
Oh, yeah, sure. And he takes your sending stone and inputs his number, and he goes, I'll go ahead and I'll add Vince's in there as well, so if you need him for anything. And he also
Oh
adds-
yeah, I'd love to take Vince.
And I look over to him. Is he as mad as before?
Yeah, his arms are crossed, his foot's like tapping on the ground. He's like huffing. He honestly seems to be taking more offense to this than Iggy does.
What they don't realize is now Vince, in my mind, is a parental figure, and I will always text Vince first.
Hey, Flynn.
Yeah.
Now that we're talking about this, you probably should bring Leaf back and apologize to him too.
Oh, you're right. And he has the hats too.
And I think
Oh,
of
yeah.
Leaf.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we need
So
those.
this is where I am gonna actually have you keep track of this. Are you currently summoning Iggy right now, or have you sent him back?
Oh no, yeah, I summoned him.
Okay, so if you haven't sent him back,
Uh-oh.
then
We get like a mutant fly situation. Half Leaf, half
you
Iggy.
fused Iggy and Leaf. They are forever.
Flaming Leaf!
No. No, when you pull out the amulet and attempt to summon Leaf, Iggy actually pops back out of existence and appears 10 feet away, where you summoned him from. So Iggy returns before Leaf pops into existence.
Oh, what? Hold on. Iggy, did you do that?
And I yelled 10 feet back.
Iggy from 10 feet away goes, "Mate, I can't control, like, how you do that."
Whoa. Leaf, did you make Iggy jump over there?
I have never once had any control over that goddamn amulet.
Flynn, I think you have all the power. I think maybe you have to take turns. You only get one at a time, right?
Oh. All right, yeah, that does make sense. Oh, and Leaf, while you're here, I'm sorry.
Okay.
You know, also, Flynn, before you send him back, I think you get the whole group here. I think one way we could inspire everybody here is Mr. Leaf and Mr. Iggy, if you help us find all the sage that we need, then that means there is a less amount of time that you can be summoned by Flynn, because there will be other friends that Flynn will summon instead of you. So it's like you're pushing some of the burden onto other strangers that you have not met yet.
Iggy just walks over, because again, he's 10 feet away. And Iggy goes, I don't really, that doesn't really, I wouldn't really wish that on anyone. It seems like it's a lot of responsibility, and it feels like, the people who get chosen should really exemplify, good moral character. And then Leaf cuts him off and goes, yes, as many as you need. If we could hit the hundreds, I'd really appreciate it. I want to be like bottom of the pick, like bottom of the draft.
Iggy,
Getting mixed signals here.
Yeah, well, I think Mr. Iggy will sound more like Mr. Leaf by the time we get to the next. You'll have a resounding agreement, so it's a good motivator, I think. Oh, also, we need hats.
Yeah, Leaf, I couldn't help but notice you look like you're a little short on hats, my man.
Okay, so last time I brought one hat, and that was a hassle because, it's the equivalent of, like, carrying an entire, like, tent for me. And you want me to carry 3 to 4 of them? I don't know if you're including these two, and he gestures to Iggy and Vince. I'm gonna need... Plus, where do you want me to get them? I can steal them, but then, I would prefer not to.
Maybe I'll just send Iggy back with you. Hold on. And I think, and then I realize, I take a second, and I actually realize it doesn't work like that. Well, how about it, just one really big hat, and we'll share it.
And also, Herb taught me this trick earlier. I have minor illusions, so what I could do is I could cast minor illusion, and I could make a hat for Iggy again. That's not a problem.
So I think we've actually run into this issue before. If you try and create a minor illusion on Iggy's head, because the fire is constantly moving, it just immediately disrupts the illusion.
All right, Vince, you lucky dog.
I'm oh, wrong voice. I'm already wearing a mask. I don't really. I don't need.
Yeah, are you a cultist? It's very important.
No,
we were
I'm
just
not,
also having a conversation.
We've established I am not a cultist. I was kidnapped by the cult because I know a lot about magic, and they wanted to interrogate me about immortality. I am not part of the cult.
Mr. Vince here is just not a cultist. He is just a casual practicer of necromancy, is what I was saying.
I have a master's in necromancy because apparently partway through my semester, the school decided that they would no longer offer a necromancy program, and so I was unable to complete my degree.
That's all went over my head, but, I can acknowledge that, while necromancy is kind of a no-no, you seem like a nice person, so it is okay, but,
Vince
just
goes,
don't be like...
It's funny. People always go in there. They're so inclined to shame necromancy, but then a cleric comes along and resurrects someone, and suddenly they're hailed as a saint. It's really not that different, ultimately. Plus, it's more of the study of the theory of necromancy as opposed to any practical application. And he just kind of continues rambling off about the intricacies of necromancy.
Yeah, people are always reluctant to embrace new things. I think it would help if the necromancy wasn't so stinky all the time. It certainly turns people against it, I think. But I digress.
Iggy, turns to Vince, seems surprised by that, and you hear him, very faintly whisper, does necromancy create, an odor? I've never actually noticed that. And if you three could roll a perception check for me.
Oh, sure. Ooh, I got another 14.
Ooh.
I got a nat 20, so 24.
Ooh.
I got a solid 10.
10. All three of you notice that Herb is steadily turning purple.
Oh, yeah, okay, it's not the news. Okay, whew.
I forgot we weren't moving this whole time.
Yeah.
I thought we were walking and talking. Okay.
Leaf goes, no luck on the anti-venom over in the Citadel. I'm gonna keep looking around. I heard there's a potion shop there. I think I'm gonna go in and see if the owner has anything.
But remember, hats are priority number 1, and then anti-venom.
He seems a little confused by that at first. But he goes, yeah, all right, hats and then anti-venom. All right, if you could just send me back and give me like, I don't know, like an hour or two.
You said you just send me back with, and I'm just like, oh, are you fishing out the coins?
Huh? What was that?
Yeah, if you send me back with the money, I will use that to acquire hats and anti-venom. And he's already, like, holding out his hand for more money.
Okay, I mean, it's 8 gold coins. It's over his height at this point.
Yeah.
Here you go.
He's very skilled, as he balances them. And do you send him back?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, Iggy, I'm sorry. I owe you. Hold on. And I start fishing out, and I put 2 gold coins in his palm as well.
Iggy goes, no, it's fine, mate. I don't really need him for anything. You could give him to the pixie if you want. You said his name was Leaf? I feel like we weren't really formally introduced. I know he brought drugs to the campfire that one time, but like just...
I love that Iggy's been under the assumption that he's our drug dealer this whole time. He's like, yeah, I met Leaf. He seemed nice.
We just give him gold each time, and he brings back drugs.
And no, I mean honestly, that is kind of where Iggy's head was at. But
I don't correct it.
yeah. He's like, yeah, I sort of felt like sage may have been like a metaphor, or like, you know, like another name for, you know, like oregano, sage, marijuana.
We call them hats. We know hats. We call them hats.
I mean, that also makes sense.
Right.
Vince goes, hey, if you don't want your friend to just die, we might want to start moving.
Yeah, so we should go, everybody, because Herb is in danger, right? I wink.
Herb is frothing at the mouth.
Yeah, we should go.
All right, so yeah, I'll climb up on Queenie, and I'm gonna reach over and hopefully there's reins on Herb's horse, so I'll take those as well, so I can lead his horse.
Iggy goes, actually, I mean, Blaze trusts Vince perfectly fine, so if you are able to guide Blaze, not that Blaze really needs help, I can hop on Herb's horse, guide that, make sure he doesn't fall off, and then we could start heading over to Weston.
That sounds good, but if he falls off, there's a rope, you could just grab it so that he doesn't get away.
Iggy goes, okay, yeah, that makes sense, and Vince goes, no, don't do that. But otherwise, do you all hop on your horses?
I put Miss Tuffet on the horse because we've established that I just jog with the horses.
Brock starts sweating. Brock is deeply uncomfortable by Miss Tuffet's addition.
Miss Tuffet, put your tongue away. Stop licking Brock. Does not like it. I push her tongue back into her mouth.
There's like a hissing sound when it makes contact with the saliva. It's just like. Did you like my subtle opening soda sound? But anyway, so you get on and proceed to not hold your horses because you are heading to Weston.
Yep.
And we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, and when we return, the gang will be in Weston. We'll be right back, guys.
All right.
We
Hello,
have
hello.
returned.
Y'all back.
And we are now in... where is it? Weston. Okay.
Well, can I do one? Okay, I know we've been talking so much, but can I say one thing while we're like traveling there?
Mhm.
How long does it take to get there? Did we say?
A couple hours.
Okay, so on the trek, at one point, I walk over to Priz next to his horse.
Mhm.
I'm like, "Hey, Priz, I come to talk to you about this because you're the only one who also doesn't seem super like freaked out like everybody else. So I'll just let you know. I actually have a plan. It's foolproof. So like worst case scenario, if Herb was about to die, like we could cure him. I actually just wanted to go back to this Weston place so we could settle our debts,
So let me get this straight. So we're riding back to Weston for shits and grins, or Herb's dying, but it's not really necessary. You just want to take care of a bit business while we're there. Is that right?
Well, no, we did the wrong thing here. We should try to make up for it. And I just think that it would be hard sell for everybody. So this is for the best. But I'll let you in on my little secret. So, I don't want you to be too worried about Herb. I have a spell granted to me by the boulder. It's purify food and drink. Can make food and drink rendered free of poison and disease. And I think that this is a loophole because I can think, if I just think that I would want to eat Herb, I could cure his poison. It would be a little tough because he's very unappetizing. I look at him, but I think I could do it.
I see the logic. I mean, I don't want you to think otherwise. I mean, I understand. I mean, actually, it's impeccable, but there is the possibility of the patient dying during the curing process.
I'm not going to actually eat Herb. I mean, maybe I'd have to take like a bite to convince the boulder that this is food and drink I'm purifying, I guess, but not sure the logistics.
Well, if you go for it, I'd bite off a bit of the hair horn, at least that'll grow back.
It is hard as rock, too, we established, so...
Well,
it might be
gel with
tasty
glue.
for you. Yeah, I mean, and I mean, if anybody could bite through one of those, it'd be you.
And
That's true. We should get Flynn. I want to get Flynn's opinion. I guess we should tell him too. Just I don't want him to be worried about our friend Herb. Hey Flynn, you want to saddle on over here?
Yeah. Come on, Sunshine. Let's go. Yeah, I know you're such a pretty pony. What's up, guys?
I was just saying, do you think that I could convince myself to consider herb food in a crisis?
See, the answer to that question is I think yes, but I'm
Okay.
very, very worried about the implications.
Oh no, it's just so I can cure him of his disease. It's just a little trick the boulder taught me, So
For DM purposes, what does
gotta
Pewter's
listen to
diet consist of? It's mostly rocks, isn't it?
it's exclusively rocks.
Yeah.
And I anything that's not rocks, like the glue or whatever, is more like a recreational thing he's doing. It's
Right.
not for nutritional purposes.
Pewter
Recreational,
eating,
eat your friend.
yeah, Pewter eating anything other than rocks is the equivalent of Pewter like having pica, the like disease that makes people want to eat like drywall.
He'd be on one of those
My Strange
TV shows
Addictions.
where they eat tires or mattresses or something.
I cannot stop eating my friends. They do not taste good, but
The rock doctor told me that if I continue to eat my friends, I will die.
I mean, even if Pewter doesn't consider herb food, I'm sure that there's someone who considers herb food. And the camera slowly pans to Miss Tuffet, whose eyes are glazed over.
If we're headed towards that town, there's a lot of blood on her hooves from that town before we left.
As you actually approach said town, you trying to find some good music. Again, for everyone who is new, the lovely players cannot hear the music that you all can. One day we'll figure that out, but today is not that day. Here, I'm
I hear it in my heart.
We'll just go back to what we were listening to before. So.
Oh, lovely! This is my favorite part.
It's a real jammin' tune, Dusk Over Delphi. But so as you approach the town, it's sunset, which arguably is actually one of the best times for you, considering one of your party members is a giant flaming torch of a man. But as he kind of signals you over, you all kind of huddle right outside the city limits, where even from where you're positioned, you can see a couple of guards running circles around the entryway. And Iggy goes, "Okay, listen. So I'm not exactly sure how we're sorry, I glitched out of existence for a second. I'm not exactly
I'm
sure.
sorry, I thought of you for a second. I'm sorry. It was again instinct, sorry.
But I feel like we're gonna probably want to just avoid getting seen in whatever way possible. Now I'm guessing that at least some of us here are not as good at stealth. I know me personally, I've got plate armor, which makes it a little bit difficult to sneak around. So we might need some sort of like distraction. I'd say that we could probably get caught like 3 times and probably not suffer any consequences. But if something were to happen, I feel like probably there may be some sort of indicator on screen that would say how many options there were if the deity in the sky can find where she put it.
Is anyone else understanding any? Like, Peter's afraid that he's the only one. I don't. Okay, yeah, or counterpoint. We just walk up to them and we explain what's going on, and we need the anti-venom, and we're very, very sorry, and we're willing to do whatever it is that they deem necessary to pay back the town for damages done.
Well, would you... I'm sorry, Flynn, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm curious, Priz, what do you think? Because I think I have an idea, but I think it might be a little too crazy, and I feel like I've already done enough damage today.
Well, I mean, there's no crazy ideas, just crazy people who spout ideas. No, that's not right. Anyway.
That's so, that's so poignant, Priz.
What I was thinking was, well, if we want to find out what's our stat? I mean, are we the, hunted men and women? Are we, is there a bounty on us? Is it the death sentence, shoot on sight? What I could do is I have a bunch of costumes, basically, and I could dress up to, like the gods over here. I could even change my voice, and I have a potion to change my voice and face. So I could go over there and basically, just like, hey, I heard about those guys that left. I'm new god in town type thing. What's the status? And they were like, oh, shoot on sight, or capture, first, or they owe us 1,000 gold. I mean, we could kind of find out what our situation is before we kind of stumble in. Just a thought.
Honestly, that's actually a lot better than what I was thinking. I was just thinking of sending Iggy in as far and as fast as I could, and then, bringing him back to me after he gets surrounded by 100 people.
Damn, I do like the sound of that.
You see, like, Vince looks like he's about to lunge at you, and you see Iggy, like, put a hand over Vince to, like, make sure he doesn't, like, take a swing at you.
Well, I like both of these ideas, but also, I'm a little torn because part of me wants to do what is right and go on and explain ourselves to the townsfolk. But part of me is hoping that Priz brought enough costumes for everybody, and maybe we could all dress up and fool them with our immaculate disguises, and we should go in. I would like a wig if it is available, and I don't know. What do we think?
I was putting a little stock in the hat, but that never got here. So it's your call. I think we've got a better chance not walking in with, a fire thing and a herb over our shoulders as we walk. It's going to draw a lot of attention. I mean, there's only some way to disguise, a sleeping goblin.
The anger of Vince is turned towards you, Priz, as you refer to Iggy as a fire thing.
No, I mean, I like him. He's a nice guy. I mean, he's on fire. I mean, everyone sees it, right? It's not just me. Everyone sees the flames.
Yes, we see the reddish pink flames, Priz. We all see them.
Okay. So what I was saying was, I've got a costume. I act for a living, and I could go up and ask. Now, I mean, if one of us, if we want to, or the other thing is, while they're talking to them and distracting them, if you guys want to sneak around, then I'll just, once I see your past, I'll excuse myself and rejoin you on the other side. But at least then I'll also find out distraction / what are we up against here? I don't know if we have to fight as soon as we're surrounded, or is, we owe them 10 gold pieces and just give it to them and go about our way, and we're done.
I heard that if you claim that you're a Thane, they'll leave you alone.
But only once.
Only once, though.
Then they go, okay, all right, this guy. Priz, I really like this plan, but I also would still like to wear a wig if you have one, and it could help because maybe if you are like struggling or something, I could come in and save the day with my excellent disguise.
Priz, I mean, you do have a disguise kit.
I do. I could loan you, and the perfect wig for you would be a rock star wig, because you're made of rock and you're a star. So that's what we call it. In my group, a rock star is what we call the long-haired wig. And since you've got a lot of head and it's rock, it'd be better to cover as much as possible. If you try not to be a rock monster. So,
okay. Yes, I think I understand. I'll take the long blonde wig. Is this what you're offering? I put it on my head.
Right. Just wrap your robe, like, if you got a cloak around you, just wrap that around you.
Can I actually get Herb's cloak as well, and maybe like attach these together? I can't really wear them like a cloak, so maybe I guess I'll just put it around under my armpits, and let it drape down in a flourishing way, and then I spin.
It flutters flows beautifully in the wind.
How do I look?
Oh, great. And just put on these sunglasses and it'll be perfect.
They're bent off to the side because they're not quite big enough for Pewter's head. Iggy,
wait. You can keep those, by the way. They're ruined.
The normal sunglasses on me look like the little anime sunglasses with the tiny circles that are anywhere close to my pupils.
Nani?
As you put your whole ensemble on, Iggy actually is like, you look quite nice.
Okay, thank you, Iggy. I think you look very nice too.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. And Vince is still like a little bit upset at the whole group. You hear him quietly muttering to himself. It's like, okay, fire thing, rock monster. I mean, great company y'all keep.
That's a little hurtful, Vince. I don't think I'm a monster.
Chris just said that.
I don't know where he gets stuff like that from.
You are
Pewter.
Absolutely not. You're not going to put that on me. And once again,
Pewter, remember, he's the one that plays with the dead thing. So Keep that in mind.
Iggy once again has to like put a hand on Vince's shoulder and like pull him off to the side to calm him down.
Because I think somebody needs a wig. It sounds like Vince also is dying to dress up.
Oh, I had my hand raised when you said someone else needs a wig, and then I had to slowly lower the hand.
Prince, how many wigs do you have? How big is this guy's kit? Is it a small bag? Is it suitcase? I was not paying attention.
I will. Well, I'm going to ask the dungeon master here.
I
would imagine
it's
pretty.
So it's the size. We're rolling with this. It's like the size of like a makeup kit, which I'm sure all of you are very familiar with that. But as
Yes.
we'll say it's slightly larger than a Nintendo DS. But then,
no! Where's the wig come from?
as you fold it out, it opens again and again and again to fold out into about the size of a like a trunk. That you
some
could
Willy
keep things
Wonka
in.
ass
Yeah,
shit.
it's some
This
Willy
guy's a
Wonka
folding.
ass shit.
Yeah, because I've got a full costume. I mean, I'm a bard. It's for all the different characters that I would play, right? So, well, Flynn, I mean, you've got that gorgeous white mane of yours, and I use that term, look at me, I use the term mane. It's a compliment.
Oh,
But-
it's okay. I didn't need a wig anyways. I looked down like scuffling my feet.
No.
My boots took off the dirt.
I've got a little pixie cut that would look just great on you, but it's dark hair, it's black. So here, if you want it, you're welcome to use it.
Vince
I
leans
leap in the air
over.
and grab it from your hands.
Vince leans over. He goes, he's gonna need a wig cap with that. I mean, the wig's shorter than his natural hair. He's gonna have to put on something under that. This is like theater 101.
I haven't heard that yet. Hair is chunked out and sticking out in weird places with the pink bow already wrapped around it.
Well, Cruella de Vil on drugs. Yeah, I get okay. So that's
Also, I have some like dramatic stealth music playing, but I feel like we're in dress up town, so I'm putting the mall music back on.
No, if they've learned anything from Mulan, you can have an epic music montage while you get dressed in drag. It's perfectly normal.
I'm ready. Let's get down to business. Let's do this.
All right, so
But did we just? I mean, so we're all gonna walk up there and try to be gods. I mean, the point I'm getting at.
I'm just a local town girl.
you see Iggy eyeing the wigs, but he's too polite to ask for one. But he really wants one. Vince walks up and he's like, "Can Iggy wear one of the wigs?"
Yeah, sure. I mean, I the only one I got left is a redhead. I mean, I'm not judging. I'm just saying that's all I got left. I got Pewter took my blonde wig, and Flynn's got the dark wig, and I've got a redhead. Will that work?
Iggy goes, I mean, if you're like okay with it, then I mean, like, yeah, if you're okay,
I mean, no, I'm fine with it. This is just ignorance on my part, but it won't get singed or anything, right?
Preemptively, you see Iggy put a hand over Vince again, and he goes, no, it's fine. I can wear clothing and everything like I'm wearing right now, and it doesn't burn. No damage, promise. It'll be
Okay. It's not a magic wig, is my point. It's got no protective qualities.
Neither
It's
is
just-
he. Like pulls at the bandana. He's like, this is a normal bandana. Like, there's nothing on this preventing it from being flammable. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, here you go. Here you go. It's a nice red wig, and actually, I have another pair of shades in a slightly darker hue that you might like as well. You know, little something for the face there.
I'd love to wear those. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that how do I put this? Shades are fairly reliant on having something to support them, and I do not have ears, so.
Wait, weren't
Yeah.
you wearing a hood though? And then the wig would be on top of the. I'm so confused. I'm sorry. I've never really interacted with a fire elemental. I don't know how this works.
It's more of like, you know, I can have like a physical, like the general head shape I can put like over, but I don't have like the weird protrusions that you have on the sides of your head, where like glasses would comfortably rest.
Oh.
I mean, I guess I could like try and stick him in the wig. Let me try. And he puts on the wig, and he's like trying to put the sunglasses in the wig. They're like a little askew.
Cousin It situation.
Yeah.
It's Vince is not putting anything on. But
Yeah, Vince, what kind of hair do you have?
he immediately is like, it's brown.
Oh, well then, I mean, well, I guess no one knows we're coming and they've never met you, but I mean, you could show it off too. I mean, that way we're all matching.
Vince goes, I'm pretty comfortable with the mask. I feel like if we're gonna go probably commit crimes, I would like my face to not be associated with it, so I think I'm good with this.
We're
All right,
not
suit
going
yourself.
to commit any crimes because we are all normal townsgirls that have lived here for a long time with our normal human ears.
Peter, what are you doing? What is it?
I am not Pewter, I am Pewterina.
I think he's really embracing the part, Flynn.
And with that, we have a lovely new cast of characters.
Herb's gonna wake up and just be like, oh, okay.
So, Pewterina, Flinderella, and Prezella.
I like that.
Yeah. Is Iggy not included in your merry little band?
Iggy Azalea.
I was going to say ignition, but whatever. Yeah,
Iggy
I like
Azalea
to
is
say-
all one word, by the way. Completely
Yes.
separate from...
Any similarity to people dead or living is completely.
You see Iggy picks a little native flower from one of the sides of the buildings and puts it in the wig as well. The whole thing is kind of askew, and the sunglasses are askew in a different direction, but, he's really selling it. And
All right, so we're doing drag. Okay, we're doing drag. So I go through my costumes. Go, here we go again.
yeah, it's just, I think what's important for everyone to remember is don't fuck it up.
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and toss out in character. Don't understand what drag is. Don't know what either mean. I'm just gonna talk in my normal voice. I don't know why I was pretending to be different.
All right.
Lindarella, your cloak is so beautiful today.
No, Peter, my name is... I'm sorry, Pewterina. My name is Flynn.
Pewterina, then my name is Pewterina. It always has been.
Is this... Chris, are these magic? You said they weren't.
No, mate, they're not. But wait a sec. I've got to take this little potion. I've got to take a sip of this. And it might change my voice a little, but it's still me, all right? Okay.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. That's nice.
Oh, no.
Oh, lovely bit of filth over here.
What? Oh, what's going
Gisela, I very much like your wonderful hair. Who does your hair in this town that we live in?
Oh, you can't find a good hair salon in the whole place. I had to hire my niece, and she's worth every gold doubloon.
Is this forever now?
As
What is happening?
I'm imagining
No.
I'm imagining you're having this conversation as you're walking towards the guards.
Yeah.
I would like we'll say Priz, roll a performance check with advantage. Because this is, I mean, you're just some ladies walking down the street. There's no reason for them to stop you.
The first one was a 13 plus 6, and the second one was not.
Okay, so 19?
19.
Yeah. You, I guess, 4. I'm used to saying 5, because, oh no, Vince is with you. So it's 5, because you left Herb on the horse. Though I'm imagining that you put, like, a bow in his hair, just so he felt included from potentially beyond the grave. And,
The other 4 horses are guarding him.
yeah. and Miss Tuffet is drooling over him. So hopefully he'll be there when you get back.
I did forget. So Tuffet stayed behind.
Yes.
Good.
And
I think for Herb's safety, I should bring Miss Tuffet with me.
bold of you to assume that you have any control over Miss Tuffet's actions.
I do have a small dog costume, just in case we had to bring that.
If you try and put Miss Tuffet
in,
if you try and put Miss Tuffet in a costume, I fear you might lose a hand. As you all are chatting amongst yourselves, one of the guards goes, right there, Southern. Hey, hi, you.
Hello.
Me?
And he tips his cowboy hat and goes, now you ladies be safe, all right? Heard some dangerous things around here.
But no, I'm not a. Oh,
Thank you. Have a good day.
Florina, your voice is just. Oh, she's been smoking again. It's horrible for a voice. Oh, yes. Oh, but anyway, I heard there was some really bad men. They were everywhere and shooting, killing. Did you ever catch those people?
Oh, are you talking to the guards?
Of course I'm talking to the guards. Who do you think I'm talking to?
Sorry, I
Talking to
foolishly
this
assumed that while you were
strong-
sneaking out of this town that you might try and just take the opportunity to walk away. But no, engage them in conversation. You approach the guards and they go, I mean, yeah, we had some real hooligans coming into town. I mean, it was real scary lot. I mean, there was a giant goblin throwing rocks at people from the sky and emitting this horrendous screeching noise. It was quite terrifying.
a regular size, probably.
Oh God, that was horrible. Oh, I'm so glad you guys got her okay, because you're quite the god. Anyway, so
Preserina, they are very strapping young men. They're very handsome.
oh, come on now, don't flirt with all of them. I could leave one for me. Anyway,
We'll see.
is it like you're after him dead or alive, or throw him in the clink? What's the plan?
They go, I mean,
We're all staring.
Am I not talking to the top brass here?
I'm staring at him.
me neither, Luigi Mactor, me neither.
Also, for context, Pewter's 7'9". Just FYI.
Stone skin.
So, the guard goes, I don't think that's anything for you to worry your lovely little head over. We'll deal with those hooligans if they ever dare to come back to Weston. We'll make sure to lock them away where the sun don't shine for as long as it takes for them to come to terms with their dirty ways.
I'm so happy to know that you're on the job. If you could do me one more tiny little bitty favor. I get turned around all the time. Where's the alchemist? Where the drugstore around here again? I keep getting turned around.
Oh, you must be referring to the Ye Hospital. That's gonna be right around the corner there. There's gonna be a couple more guards. Don't you worry. They're just patrolling, make sure that the streets stay safe. But you ladies shouldn't have any problems.
Is that Joe and Tom?
No.
What were their names? I'm sorry, I forgot.
This is why she needs her medicine, Preserina. She just don't. Her brain is a fizzle-fazzle sometimes.
She got the scabies.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that'll do you in. Yeah. No, that's Tomothy and Leighton and Scrimbladrungus. Those three common names. It's easy to confuse them.
No, that's great. Thank you so much, young man. And we feel so safe in your arms, don't we?
Yes, we shall see you at this week service, right, for the boulder?
I'm sorry. The what now?
the deity that we all probably worship in this town?
No, stop kidding around with the gods. You're so silly. Oh, just don't pay her no mind. She's going all the time about the boulder this and the boulder that. I think she just goes out by the big rock and talks to it. Well, off we should be going.
I can't talk to rocks, but that is a separate thing that I can do. Okay, well, yeah, have a good day. And I curtsy, and a stone tablet falls out intentionally. It's one of my stone pamphlets, and I leave it on the ground just in case they want to take a look at it.
As you're walking away, you see the guard kind of pick it up. And as he turns to like go and return it to you, you see the other guard like put a hand on his shoulder and kind of shake his head. But you managed to walk by, and it occurs to me the intent of the potion is to mimic someone else's voice. But you don't have someone else in mind, so I'm kind of getting the idea that it might not really be doing anything, and Priz might actually just be doing this voice.
Sugar water.
Actually, this sounds like a woman I met once, and I forget
It's
what
because
town
it's
that
way
was.
funnier if it's not.
I'm misusing my potions again. No. Hey, when that happens.
Actually,
I just assumed it was your mother. Your mother's voice, you talked about her a lot.
it's actually
I love my.
it's way funnier if there is actually just a woman in Priz's life that sounds like this, but that woman just happens to sound exactly like if Priz was doing a high-pitched voice. It's just, so it's indecipherable for everyone listening, but Priz is convinced that it's a one-to-one accurate representation.
It is an accurate. That's how she talks all the time.
As you 4/5, also Vince is not in drag, but somehow has just gotten lumped in with all of you. But
He's the only one wearing a dress.
that's fair.
What is that supposed to mean, Prizrina?
Oh, you rock that cloak, girl. You're rocking that cloak.
Well, it makes me think like maybe I'm not, because you said it is not even a dress.
Oh, think of it as a cloak, dear, not a dress.
Oh, okay. And then I kind of fall back to where Flynn is, Priz a little further ahead, and I say, "Did you hear what Prizarina said to me, Flynn? What's your name?"
What? No, my name is Flynn. What? No, I didn't hear what it was. Are you okay, big guy?
Yeah, I was okay, but then I was not okay because I worked really hard on this dress, and then Prizarina said it was not even a real dress.
You know, as long as it makes you happy, big guy, that's the thing that counts.
Okay, Flinderella, thanks. And I fall back a little further to where Iggy is.
Yeah, Iggy and Vince are walking next to each other, but they both kind of turn to you as you fall back.
Iggy and Ella, have you been getting like weird vibes from the other two girls up ahead? They're kind of being dismissive and a little mean today, you know?
Iggy like opens his mouth to start, and then like you see him reconsider, and then he's like, I'm really getting that vibe from them personally, and I think you should.
It's just a little clicky, it's a little clicky. I don't love it.
I think the most important thing for you to know is that you are beautiful. Everything you've put together is stunning, and you should really be proud of the work that you've done.
Oh my Balder, that means so much coming from you, Iggy Azela. I want you to know that I think you also look great. And I'm just going to forget about what the other girls are saying. It's kind of getting to me a little bit, but...
Oh, don't you let their cruel words get to you, girl. That you are beautiful inside and out.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
I motion for Flynn to come up here to me a little bit. So, it's like,
Riz,
Oh no,
what did you say to him?
Oh, look, Flinderella, look, I was just calling it like I see it. I mean, the cloak is lovely, but a dress? I don't think so. I'm wearing a beautiful frock. I know the difference. And I'm not trying to be mean. That's not who I am. But I mean, it is what it is. And I think he's being a little overly sensitive about the whole thing. What's your take?
What? Why is he upset? Why are you talking like that? I just thought we looked good in wigs, and now it's really confusing.
Cinderella, I don't think you're getting with the program. I mean, at this point, Pete over there is like, well, I say, no, I'm not even calling him his right name anymore. I'm so confused. Anyway, listen.
I thought he said he was what? No, I thought he was doing just fine in his cloak, but then he looked like really upset when I was talking to him.
But would you do me a favor? You've got that beautiful pink bow, that you're wearing around it. I know you're.
Yeah, I really do like it.
Could you possibly go tie it and just kind of pull his wig back and tie it in his hair and just say it's from us and we'll all be friends again?
But I like it.
Oh, it's not that, is it?
But no,
all
it's...
right. All right, no, that's fine. Excuse me. I go back to Peter.
What is going on with all my friends?
As you all are chatting,
I did this draw on feline face.
as you all are,
I just wanted to say, sweetie, Flinderella, I said, boy, you looked wonderful in that bow, but, Flinderella's like, it's my bow. I don't share my bow with the other girls, and I don't know what to do.
Prisorina, this just sounds like so like Flinderella. She's been so just terrible today,
That voice, oh my god.
okay, let's not be mean to Flinderella, all right? Maybe she's going through some stuff at the moment. We always have to try and put ourselves in other people's shoes.
Yeah, okay.
Pair of shoes.
Okay, Gisela, Prisorina, could you come with me over here? And then, we just discontinues.
As, you guys are walking. Vince has stopped at one point, and Vince just goes, ladies, I appreciate the gossip, but, we walked past the Yi Hospital, 5 minutes ago. Do we want to go in?
Do you see Leighton? Leighton was supposed to be there. Yeah, let's go back, because I'm afraid it might be doing not too well.
Did we walk past the guards? Did they look at us or anything? Did we just...
I didn't even make you roll another performance check. The conversation was so genuine that I don't think that it was needed. No, you all can enter the Yi Hospital. And there is someone at the counter who sees you all walk in and goes, hello, ladies. Can I help y'all?
Yes, we are looking for a medicine for our friend Erbatha, who was bitten by a scorpion crab creature, and she's not looking so good.
Oh yeah, that'll do you in. Here, we got the antivenom. We always carry the antivenom. In fact, you ladies should stock up on antivenom. They're around these parts, and you really got to make sure to be safe. And they
I'm sure we would be safe if a strapping man like you were with us, but unfortunately, it's just us girls. Hee hee hee.
No, that's really flattering. And they sort of reach down and they're pulling out the vials and how many did you need?
Oh, I don't know. What do you think, ladies? I'm thinking we should probably. Well, how much do they cost, dear?
Oh, the first one's free, just because we prioritize safety, especially you ladies seem real nice, upstanding citizens, and with everything going around, we just want to make sure that everyone here feels real safe. So, you can take this one on the house.
Well, that's so sweet because we have to, as she said, we have to give that to someone right away. How much would it cost to have like at least one on us in case something else happens?
Oh, I mean, if you want to buy a couple in case something else happened, generally we charge about 50 per pop.
Excuse me?
It's just the one. Just the one.
Wait, did you say 50? Do you mean silver?
I mean, we don't use silver here, ma'am. I
50
mean,
gold?
50 gold pieces, yeah.
But it's not polite to talk so much about the shiny coin, the shiny rocks. Maybe we just take the free sample and go.
I think you're absolutely right, dear. We'll just take the free sample and go. But we do so much appreciate the free sample, especially now that I know how valuable it is.
Vince goes, "We will not be leaving you a favorable review on Skrelp." Personally, I feel like you're really gouging people here. And Iggy loops arms with Vince and guides Vince out because now Vince is getting invested.
I will walk around the counter and then tug the pants of the person.
You think my bow looks pretty, right? Like it suits me?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's a lovely color on you.
Okay, and I don't sound weird right now, right?
I'm not exactly sure how to answer that question.
Okay. I'm afraid I've lost my best friends. Oh, all right. Anyways, thank you.
And with that, you all exit the establishment, and I hopefully head back over to Herb.
Is anyone thirsty? Do they want to hit the bars?
I'm a bit parched, but I think we probably should save our friend first, and then we could always come back.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, sweetie. We've got to do the right thing and then just see where the night takes us.
I don't think that I could go to the bar with you girls after the crazy time last time. And with that, and with that, you return to the comatose, now deep indigo-colored Herb Gablano, who may have lost mobility in his hands and feet. Who's to say? Which one of you is going to administer the antivenom?
We'll all volunteer once.
This is the hardest part of the campaign.
Let me just take my -1 medicine roll and then.
All right, hand it here. I'm the closest to the ground, anyways.
Vince just goes, I can do it. It's fine. Vince can take the antivenom if none of you want to mess with it. He does have a degree. He is
I was just gonna pour it in his eyes or something. Yeah. So yeah, here you go.
Worst case scenario, if he does kill Herb, he can also bring him back to life as a zombie. So
you see Iggy, or not Iggy. Vince gets a little caught off guard by it's like, okay, I told you I study mostly theory in necromancy. All right, there's a lot of nuances. Okay, I can't get into this right now. And you see him take the vial, and he twists it a little bit, and you see like a little needle pop out, a la like an EpiPen. And you see him. I barely understand how EpiPens work. I should really work on this. But you see him kind of just take it and jam it into Herb's thigh, and slowly you see the color return to Herb's face, and pretty soon Herb opens his eyes, and that is where we're going to leave this session today. It went a little off the rails, but
ladies, he's got brain damage.
I hope Ryan does not see this episode, and I'm going to make the little wig icon so that
Yeah.
joins the call. Everyone's in the costumes.
But you got to put some makeup on my face because I would have done that with the makeup kit, right?
You gotta get blushies and wigs
Yes.
for all.
I would have done it for Pewter as well. Flynn might not have wanted to, but I would have, I would have. Pewter and I are done.
I just thought I looked pretty. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Okay, Flynn, keep telling yourself that.
Thank you all so much for watching. Next session, we'll probably make some more plot relevant moves forward. But thank you for joining us on this little interim session. Also a quick shout out to Imber Cub for the follow, and also Didelsal for the Prime sub. We really appreciate it. Who was the prettiest? I mean, who's to say? Put in the comments below if you're watching the VOD who you think the prettiest of the drag queens this session. I think they really need to. It's a bit lackluster compared to last season. I'm gonna be honest, but I think maybe some of these queens can pull through. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.